this going. Thank you once again for joining me on this Friday afternoon. And great news is the market's still open, at least for another 3 hours. So this training will have the market open, and it's ideal. It's perfect. So give me a moment and I'll start my screen share so you can see what I'm talking about. And back into Forex.com is the broker, and the trade, the actual pair is NZDUSD, or New Zealand dollar and US dollar. Hold on to your hat. Pay attention. Granted, I am a negative $29.82. This is why my stop loss is at the 5,000 pip or the $50. And for you to actually see that, I have to go down to a smaller chart so it's more visible. As you can see, it's a negative 5,000 pips or a negative $50. The reason why 5,000 pips makes $50 is because the lot size is 0.01. So every pip is 1 penny. Not that big of a deal, right? And my entry point on this specific one is still at, hang on, I'll pull it up for you so you can see it. Entry price, 0.68310. My stop loss is 0.63310, or as you can see, negative 5,000 pips, or $50. And my take profit is at 0.73310, and I'll move up on it so you can see what that's all about. Go back in the day chart, and it's 5,000 pips or $50. Keep in mind, the higher the lot size, the more you can actually get in this type of trade. Many people tell me, well, that's all good and dandy, but I can see what's going on here. And you could have gotten many sells here. Keep in mind, it's doing exactly like I said it would do. It's been going through the 3 touches, and then it goes up, and then 3 touches, and then it goes up, and then 3 touches, which is what it's doing right here, right now. I'm going to go up into the week chart. Gives you a better idea, a better picture. But it's been doing 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 up. And it's been doing it for quite some time. It gets into a spot where it's comfortable, so it's constantly hitting that, and it will not go beyond that barrier. And right now, it is doing just that. Granted, we've gone from a negative 24.35 from yesterday. When I went to bed last night, it was a negative 25.46. And it got up to negative $30.10. Still right within my frame, my price frame. And currently it's at the negative $29.81. I'm still not worried. I've got plenty in my stop loss, and I've got plenty where it's at, and I can see that it is trying its hardest to turn around the way I initially said. Clear back here, right here in this area. And that was, I would say December time when it was there. To go and know what you're doing, how far back it's been since it was in this area, is back in August of 2015. So it's not going to go too much lower than where my stop loss is. But it's got a huge advantage to go into my take profit. I'm going to move back to my day chart. It just gives me more of a picture and feels easier, and I can see what's going on. But moving in the higher time charts, the chart needs to be adjusted, which is what I've just done. So don't be worried. I've got more than enough in this account that I'm not going to stomp out. And a stomp out is when you over margin, over leverage, your margin level drops below 400. And people say you can go to around 150, but if you go below that, the broker will kick you out because you're losing too much. I don't like to get below the 2400, and currently you can see my margin level is at 2864.73. That's not a bad place to be. And it's all due to the 616.87 in my balance. Now yesterday, this was at 616.90. So because it was over 24 hours, the broker took 0.03, 3 cents for the fee to be in this trade longer than most. And I can see by looking at the chart and the pattern, the trend that this trade has done over the time frame, and exactly how it hits 3 and then goes up. Has 3 hits and then goes up. Has 3 hits and goes up. It's a story all in itself, the higher the time chart you go into, and it looks wonderful. Now, people say, well, why don't you put more in? Why don't you add another position or a higher lot size? That's fine, and that works if you can keep your margin level over the percentage that I like to keep it at, which is the 2400. Putting in another one with a first in, first out rule that this broker has makes it extremely risky. And starting at a 0.01 lot size makes the risk of a pullback less than what it could be if you're higher. You lose less with the smaller lot size. It does take time. And this is a long-term trade pattern. As you can see, my chart on the day chart goes, and its initial starts in April 29th of 2016, a couple of years ago, 2.5 to be exact, almost 3, 2, or you get the idea. That time frame showed me all of this, and I don't have to worry about stomping out or losing what's $50, right? When you have over 600. I can actually run this trade till I have a stop loss of, I believe it's 60,000 pip stop loss. I don't want to go that high, and it's not necessary because of the pattern that it shows me, the trend that it shows, what this trade is actually doing tells me it's not going to go that low. I've clicked on an area right here on August 23rd of this year. It opened at 0.669. Get back into that. Or we can just look at the default August 24th, opened at 0.66243. The high was 0.66953. The low was 0.66215. It closed at 0.66855. And the volume was 60,264. That told me right there what this trade was going to be going and doing. And this was just August 24th. So it's taking time. But the way I trade is a long-term trader. I'm not in and out in a matter of 30 minutes or less. That's why I like the higher time charts. But I'm going to show you something. Go back to the minute chart. What do you see there? It's not doing much, is it? And it's not a clear picture. It's not a true picture of what this trade is doing. 5 minute, same thing. Not completely accurate, not completely true. 15 minute, we're seeing something. Can you tell me what's going on? I don't see much. 30 minute, yeah, there's movement, and yes, it's moving, but where is it putting you? Can you make a decision? Can you see where you put your stop loss, your take profit, as well as your entry price? That's a little difficult. Going up into the 1 hour, we're getting the better picture here, but it's still not complete. It's almost as if you read the first chapter of a story. Not getting much, but it's got your interest. The 4 hour, if you're a fast reader, you could be halfway through the book. Or could you? Because you're not seeing much there either. You've got a better idea. And I normally like to stay in 4 hour or above. Lately, I've been going into the day to give me a complete or more accurate picture of this trend, of this trade. So I know where I need to be at what time and how low it could fall or how high it could rise. So I could see by looking at this chart exactly where to put my entry price, exactly where to put my stop loss, and exactly where to put my take profit. And once you set it, you don't have to worry about changing it. Once you get into the day or higher time charts, you don't have to worry about changing. You just glance at it every hour or so. And you can definitely get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. So you're not losing your sleep. So you stay healthy and strong. That's what the higher time charts will give you. And currently, we have gone from a negative $30.48, and it's gone down to a negative $29.56 as we've been speaking. I can't see a better deal. This trade is so exciting because I can see, looking at a naked chart, which is basically what it is without the indicators or any other information, no charting, none of that. And the reason I don't chart is it's very, very difficult to relearn all the techniques, all the charting every single day. Because as I sleep, I lose my memory. Because I go through seizures, which makes it a blank slate. When I wake up, I'm relearning everything. I'm moving that a 6-month-old baby would learn. But I learn it every day. So this just adds a little extra pressure and stress that by only doing a naked chart and teaching people how to get in, find their entry price, find their stop loss, and their take profit with very little indicators, Anyone can do this. People have asked me, so where do you get your signals? Where do you get your trades? What do you need to look at? Well, I get many of those from 4 different people, 4 different situations. I use Swipe Trades, which is a program that IML Academy has for its customers. And we're all customers, but we're also always a student. We're always learning. And if you're not learning, you're stagnant. You can't go anywhere. Just like the trade. If you don't learn where it's going, you can't trade in it. You won't win. You'll lose everything you have. So we prefer that you get the education so that once you learn the education, you develop the skill, it will pay you for life. So that's one of them. Then I'm paying close attention to Warren Wright, Stevenson Lindor, and Christopher Terry. All 3 of these men, 2 of them are actually in IML TV as an educator. Christopher Terry is the CEO of the company and has been trading for over 25 years. Experience, knowledge, education, he's an expert. So you'd want to follow as much as you can. If you want to increase your knowledge, you want to increase your customer service, you want to increase your income, pay close attention. At the end of this, I will tell you how to do just that. So I'm going to stop my screen share and see if there's any questions that need to be answered. Going once, going twice, and gone. As I was saying, if you want to get the education, you want to increase your customers that are around you, you want to increase your business as well as your income, you need to become signed in. You need to enroll into the academy, the education. And by doing that, you go to iml.com or you find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, I have a profile, and I have a group that I deal with. And it's Kat's Corner. KATSKORNER. And thank you for joining me, and have a fantastic remainder of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.